Welcome to the Mind Body Manifest podcast. I'm your host, Laura Gilly, certified mindset and manifestation coach, yoga and meditation teacher, and wellness retreat leader. This podcast is your go-to space for all things spirituality, subconscious reprogramming, manifestation, personal development, and entrepreneurship. I'm here to help ambitious women and female leaders like you step into your fullest potential so you can impact the world with your unique gifts and create the life of your wildest dreams. Each week, we'll dive deep into soulful conversations, actionable strategies, tools, and mindset shifts that will help you up-level your reality and create success from the inside out. So if you're ready to elevate your mind, heal within, and manifest unstoppable success, you're in the right place. Let's go. Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome back to the Mind Body Manifest podcast. I'm your host, Laura, and today I want to chat with you about 5 signs that you are up-leveling. Now, we tend to think that proof we are up-leveling comes from achieving our big goals, manifesting big wins, like landing a dream client, or hitting a big revenue goal, or meeting the love of your life, or maybe you lose the 10 pounds that you have been trying to lose, right? Like, of course, these are signs that you're up leveling, that you're growing, you're transforming because you're achieving your goals. But there are also all of these subtle little wins that happen along the way to the big wins, to the big manifestations, to the big goals. That if you're able to see these little simple signs, it's going to help you to stay on the path, stay motivated, and keep your vibration high, keep your vibration in alignment with your goal. Okay. So let's talk about the 5 signs that you are actually in an up level. Sign number 1 is that you respond instead of react. Now, I think this is maybe one of the biggest signs that you are up leveling, because when you are able to respond differently to a situation that used to trigger you or totally stress you out, it is proof that your nervous system is regulating and that your identity is actually evolving because you are acting differently. You are actually showing up in the way that your higher self would. Oftentimes when we are triggered, it is coming from an unhealed core wound, a fear or a limiting belief that is being activated by a current situation. So let me give you an example. One of my current clients has told me recently that her husband made a comment to her that normally would have totally triggered her, where she would have gotten defensive, picked a fight over this comment, or she would have totally ignored it, tried to maintain the peace in air quotes, and just kind of shoved it down. But what that was actually doing for her was creating more resentment within their relationship, and because she wasn't dealing with it in a healthy way. But this time, because she has been doing a lot of deep inner work with me, we discovered that that response or that reaction was actually coming from an unhealed fear or limiting belief that was created in her early childhood. And it was being repeated throughout her life in different ways. But once she recognized it, once she recognized that she was people pleasing, trying to maintain the peace and not really getting anywhere, wasn't helping her relationship, she was able to see it differently. And this time she was able to respond to that trigger in a different way. She was able to clearly communicate her feelings in a way that was received well by her husband. And this was huge. It was transforming her relationship. It was a little win, But it is little wins like that that show that you are evolving, that you are healing, that you are growing. Your inner reality, your inner thoughts and beliefs are what are creating your external reality. Your external reality is just a mirror of what's going on internally. So you can always look at situations that you're being triggered by as feedback and an invitation for you to inquire deeper within and ask yourself, okay, why am I being triggered by this? What does this remind me of? When in my past have I felt this way before? What is this feeling? What meaning am I making out of this, what's happening, out of this situation? And when you can answer those questions, you will get to the root of your core wound. You'll get to the root of the fear or the limiting belief that's actually causing that reaction. So nervous system regulation is so important. I talk about this all the time, but EFT tapping is a really powerful way for you to release trapped emotions and rewire your subconscious mind so that you stop reacting to situations and you're able to respond in a more helpful way. You're able to handle stressful situations with grace. Okay. Sign number 2 is that you feel more connected to your body. Many of my clients come to me when they are pretty disconnected from their body, meaning they are overthinking things. They're living more in their head and they're ignoring the signs from their body that they're dysregulated, that their body might be screaming at them in ways that they need to slow down. Maybe they're in burnout. They've been overworking, hustling, trying to prove their worth, and their body is screaming at them to slow down. But when you are in an up level and you are more connected with your body, you're able to start noticing the signs that your body is telling you. So whether that's just noticing where you're holding stress in your body, tension, tightness, old emotions in your body, you're able to start to release that emotion when you're aware of where it's coming from. Your body is going to tell you what it needs all the time. When we're disconnected from our body, we don't even notice when we're stressed out or when our bodies need nutrition or hydration or rest, and we push ourselves past our limit, and then we get sick, and then we get injured, and then something bad, I'm going to air quote, something bad happens. You self-sabotage your goals because you're not listening to your body and your intuition, your gut feelings. So feeling more connected to your body, you're able to trust your intuition more and take aligned action. When you trust yourself, you're able to take bigger risks. You're able to make those big leaps, make really hard decisions with ease and with grace. And you start to attract better things, better opportunities, wealth, love, success faster because you trust yourself. Okay. So sign number 3 that you're in an up level is that you outgrow things that you used to tolerate. Okay. And this could be anything. You start noticing that certain habits no longer feel aligned for you. So maybe you are just so done with staying up late. You've maybe gotten into a habit of staying up late and watching your favorite show on Netflix. But then in the mornings, you're groggy, you don't want to get up and work out, and you've tried to make this commitment that you're going to get up early and go to the gym, but because you've stayed up too late, you're too tired. And maybe you realized you're just so done with that. Or maybe you're just sick and tired of drinking too much on the weekends with your friends, and you're like, this just doesn't align with me anymore. I don't like the way that I feel. Or maybe you're just so done with shallow conversations with friends where you've noticed that your friends or other people in your life talk about surface level things, or they're just gossiping about other people. Maybe you notice that with your coworkers, that they're just talking about all the negative things in their life. They're just complaining. And you're like, I am so done with all of that. I just want to have deep conversations with people. I want to have uplifting conversations. I want to surround myself with people who inspire me and motivate me and talk about expansion things and big things and people that are going places and doing things with their lives. They're not just sitting around complaining about their shitty lives. So when you start to recognize that you are outgrowing habits, people, situations, relationships, things that just don't resonate with you anymore, this is a sign that you are in an up level, not because anything is wrong per se, but just because you are expanding. Your standards, your energy, and your identity are shifting to match the life that you are creating. Now, this also could be like you look into your closet and you suddenly no longer like most of the things that are in your closet. You're like, this doesn't even feel like me anymore. That happened to me recently where I was like, I don't even like any of these clothes. I need to start over. I need somebody to come in and help me build a new wardrobe because none of these clothes feel like me anymore. That's a sign you are in the middle of an up level. Your identity is shifting and your external appearance has to shift with it also. Another one of my clients is in the middle of an up level, and she recently started saying no and setting boundaries. And this was huge because in the past, she was reacting. She was saying yes to things that didn't really light her up. She was saying yes to situations and things she didn't really want to do because she felt like she needed to. She felt like obligated to do these things. She felt like if she didn't do them, that certain person would get mad at her. And so when she realized that this was all stemming from an unhealed unworthiness wound that was causing her to people please and do things she didn't want to do, she was able to see it from a different perspective. And she started setting boundaries and saying no to things that weren't a full body, 100% yes. And that was a huge sign that she is in the middle of an up level. Okay, sign number 4 is that you experience discomfort, but it doesn't derail you. So growth often brings tension, stress, because things are uncertain. The path forward can be unknown, and anything unknown can feel scary and stressful to your nervous system. But when you're in an up level and you are able to recognize that things are stressful, but it doesn't derail you anymore, you're no longer spiraling, you're no longer freaking out, you can hold yourself through the stretch. That is a huge sign that you are up leveling. So let's say you decide to take the leap and start your business, quit your job, go full time in your business. That's scary. But instead of freaking out and you're able to feel that discomfort and still take the leap, that's a big sign that you are in a next level expansion. Okay, sign number 5 is that your self-talk is shifting. You catch yourself in self-doubt. You catch yourself in limiting thoughts, and you interrupt the self-doubt, the spiral, the limiting beliefs with empowering ones. You speak to yourself like someone who already embodies her dream life. So maybe in the past, when it's seemed like your goal wasn't manifesting, it seemed like what you wanted wasn't going to happen, you would normally tell yourself these negative things like, oh my gosh, it's not working. I'm going to have to start over. I'm going to need to pivot, blah, 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 whatever it is you're telling yourself. When you catch yourself and you start to shift your self-talk and you're like, okay, does this actually mean anything? No. What lesson can I actually learn from the situation so that you're able to transmute any negative situation into a positive? That's a sign that you're growing and up leveling. You start to see everything in your life as it always working out for you, even when it looks like it's not happening, because no matter what, there's a lesson there for you. When you're able to find the lessons, you're able to alchemize a shitty situation into pure gold. And that's a sign you are in an up level because you're embodying the mindset of your higher self. Okay. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about my new transformational signature program, Aligned and Abundant, because all of the signs that you're in an up level, these are what my clients are experiencing right now. And this is exactly what we do inside of Aligned and Abundant. Now, this program guides you through healing and aligning your chakras. There are 7 energy centers of the body that relate to different aspects of your life. And we use the chakra system as a roadmap to uncover the core wounds, your fears, your limiting beliefs that are blocking your manifestations. And we're able to heal them and rewire your subconscious mind and your nervous system so that you can step fully into becoming that girl, the woman who is living her dream life and achieves her goals without the constant stress, burnout, or self-sabotage. And we do this through hypnotherapy, EFT tapping, and subconscious breakthrough coaching. The shifts start small in the way that you respond, the boundaries you set, the confidence you feel, but they ripple out into every area of your life, your business, your relationships, your health, everything. Now, if this sounds like something you are interested in joining, you want to become your highest self, no longer become victim to your old patterns and reactive nervous system. The next round starts in March. We are currently in the beta testing round of it right now. So make sure you get on the wait list for next year by clicking the link in the show notes, and keep an eye out for it on Black Friday because it's going to be included in a couple of our deals this year. And if you are noticing these subtle signs in your life, congratulations, you are up leveling. Your nervous system, your mindset, and your energy are aligning with the life that you're meant to live. And the best part is that with the right roadmap and support, those simple shifts turn into massive manifestations. All right, that is it for today, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mind Body Manifest podcast. I hope today's episode brought you clarity, inspiration, and some powerful takeaways. If you loved what you heard, don't forget to share it with a friend who could use this message. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'd also love for you to rate and review the show. It helps get this message out to more amazing women just like you, and I truly appreciate every single bit of your support. Until next time, keep elevating your mind, healing within, and manifesting your most abundant life.